I've pretty much known all my life animals mean the world to me. The dogs are the one creature to me, they're just perfect. There's so much deep meaning in them, and yet they have no judgment.
National Mill Dog Rescue is an organization that interfaces directly with breeders to accept surrenders of any animals from commercial breeding operations.
This was an area in our industry that hadn't been touched. What National Mill Dog Rescue has done is open up a dialogue for folks to reach out.
Bissell Pet Foundation and our Animal Incident Management Program were contacted by National Mill Dog Rescue when they wanted to increase the size of their surrenders.
The numbers continue to evolve minute by minute here, but we are well over 250 animals surrendered and moving out of the Midwest to the next phase of their life.
These pets deserve a home just like all the other displaced pets in the country. But what's special about this is these dogs draw people into the shelter. By taking these dogs, we're helping all dogs. We're helping the dogs that are displaced in this industry, and we are helping our homeless pets that are already in animal shelters.
A life saved is a life saved, and it's really important for people to understand that otherwise these dogs would not have a chance. So the work that National Mill Dog Rescue is doing, ARC is doing, Bissell is doing, is truly life-saving, and it's making a huge difference, not only in each of our communities, but across the country.
Our mission is we rescue, rehabilitate, rehome, and educate, all regarding and around commercial breeding dogs. Nearly 17 years ago, I wound up on the inside of a puppy mill, and it didn't take but about 10 seconds to realize this is a population of dogs that are not really underserved, they're just not served. And this organization was born.
And you know, once you get that call, you just go, you don't stop. We just got to get to those situations to get the dogs out of there, put them into a better place. Every dog, regardless of the condition, age, behavioral, they all need a chance.
Because without this resource, what's the alternative for the animal?
There's a limit to how long a dog is useful to that breeder. Historically, when they're done with a dog, that dog is then euthanized. National Mill Dog has brought to the table, instead of ending that dog's life, it can now go become part of a family and know the love it should have always known from the beginning.
What I've learned over time, building the relationships, it's an exercise in just being understanding that yes, these are people who deserve to be respected like anyone else, who feel very judged, and we try to just leave that out. None of these people, no matter what the dogs look like when they come off that truck, none of those people are required to give us these dogs. And that's something I really like for people to understand. So they're out on the limb of trust, way more than I am. If anything, they're more understanding. Very, very, very disinclined to kill their dogs now because there's an outlet they never had before.
So National Mill Dog works with the breeder and has the dogs legally surrendered to them. They do not purchase dogs from the breeders. It is totally a voluntary surrender. It's not a good life for a dog to just be bred and bred and bred until she's no longer useful, when she could have had a life all along on someone's couch, on someone's lap, with a family.
That's probably one of the best parts about the job, is taking a dog that you see that's in a commercial breeding environment or an environment that's just really just horrific, taking them and seeing them progress through the process and just seeing them light up, and then they go home. They make the greatest dogs you can ever imagine.
They will come around and it's just the best thing that ever happened to you.
An animal who has never had anything to be joyful for starts to blossom and open up. That's what's ahead for these animals. Things that we're doing here today, these are big things that we do. We are tackling some of the biggest problems that affect animals in America. You can't do it by yourself. Organizations cannot do this all by themselves. We have to work together. And Bissell Pet Foundation is one of the central hubs of bringing all of these organizations together to make a huge impact in the lives of animals.
When shelters need us the most, we are there. When National Mill Dog Rescue needed us the most to help with this, we're there. We go where we are needed the most. you saw it on a map, it would kind of be like a big puzzle at this point to figure out logistically where everyone's going, whether it's ground, whether it's air. So there is a lot of planning that goes into this, but you always need to be ready to pivot and change every single minute of every single day.
We are flexible, and I know whatever is handed to us, we will figure it out. And it just takes everybody to get everything done.
We all get together and seeing one purpose, it really makes you want to do more. And so once you start in this line of work, you won't stop. You just want to keep going and going.
The ultimate goal of all of this is to get those animals to a home and a family with people that love them and just live out their life in the best possible manner.
Nothing makes me happier than being here and being involved and helping these animals.
It's life-changing for these animals. You know, if more organizations were like that, imagine the rippling effects that we could make in this world.